Hello and welcome to the Argonaut Weekly. We are joined again by head coach Melissa Wolter of the UWF volleyball team. Now, coach, 3 more games this past week, 3 more wins. How are you feeling?
We feel good, but I think that our team is much more focused on the finish than they were on the start, and I think we're addressing some of the things that were costing us matches earlier in the year, and I feel like especially this past weekend we trained well and we performed well, so I'm pleased.
All right, now moving forward, you guys have won 7 straight. What do you see in the girls now that maybe wasn't there at the beginning of the season?
I think we've learned how to play better together, and when you're throwing a bunch of players together that haven't seen different situations like we saw in Indianapolis and in Colorado, we were really tested, and I felt like even as painful as those tests were at the time, I knew that eventually we would start clicking as a team, and I feel like we've consistently had 2 or 3 players that are playing well, match in, match out, and I think that that's really the difference for us.
All right, now you guys are winners of your last 7 games and undefeated in conference. What are you doing to keep the girls kind of from getting complacent in the locker room and keeping that hunger to win?
We don't talk about it. It's just something, when it's done, it's done. So we always prepare for every match the same. We do a scouting report for every team. We have a game plan for every team. So the players are very focused and they know what's being demanded of them. And, especially this last week, I thought we did a really good job of going out and executing the game plan. And I think that makes things a little bit easier as you get into the match. Your players can see, okay, here's the plan, and now it's working, and then they can kind of feed off of that. But it's just, winning's great. Everybody loves to win, but at any given point, we could be on the line, and so we have to make sure that we're staying humble and just coming in the gym every day trying to get better.
All right, now 2 more conference games this weekend. Coach, what do you think you need to keep going, and what do you need to improve on to keep on that winning path?
I think we need to continue to work on, teaching our players how to score in not the optimum situations. And I think for volleyball, that's a big deal, being able to score when your setter's not setting the ball or when it's not a perfect set. And I think our team struggled with that early on with a lot of hitting errors and, service errors. We've kind of settled down and we're in a groove now. So that's the first part of it. And, just really making sure that we're making the opponent score their points, because early on in the season, we just gave away so many points that it was easy for people to compete and beat us. But right now, I think we're playing some pretty good volleyball, and we're tough to beat.
All right, and the Argos will head to Valdosta State and West Georgia this upcoming weekend. You can catch all the info at goargos.com.